We see conferences put on all the time, but conferences are put on for those who have some money to put out to get to the Hyatt, etc. But not very often do we see somebody put on something to give meaning, to uplift the people who really need it most and who can gain the most from it. Very few times will a conference be held in Laventille. I've spoken at many conferences, they are not held in Laventille, and to me they're just held to big up the person who's holding it, and I think this conference really has meaning. So my topic for this conference is motivation does not last. And this is my opinion as well as renowned speakers. Motivation is a lot like bathing. You have to shower daily, twice daily, 3 times daily, especially with the heat today. And it's the same issue with motivation. If you wake up this morning and you say your prayer, by the time you drive 20 minutes on the highway, 5 drivers have totally gotten you angry, and your motivation for the day may be already gone. The boss may not be that good with you, reaching a little late, your motivation is gone. For you guys, your officer in charge may have had a bad morning and he wrecks your motivation. So how do you keep your motivation? The one answer to that is to find your why. If you know why you're doing something, and most times the bigger the goal is, the why, is the more you're motivated to do it. For the moms and dads in here, when you look at your child, there is no way you cannot be motivated to go to work, to get better, etc. It's the same for everyone. If we find our why, that's the question that needs to be asked. Find the why. Why am I doing this? Why are you joining this? Not why are you going to it today, but why in the long term are you here? Why in the long term are you going to this job? Why in the long term, even for friendships? Am I friends with him or her? Because that may decide whether it makes sense being friends and spending that time to befriend this person if it's not going anywhere and it's not going to take you where you want to go. So your why is very important. You wake up in the morning, you pray, you give thanks, and this is when your whys come in. Why even bother to put your clothes on and get to work? It is even better if what you're doing, you dig into it and try to find out what in this job resonates with me. And we can take any job. You could be working the CPAP that some people say cleans the side of the roads and drains. But if you think of it this way, that CPAP beautifies the side of the roads and drains, the cleaning that they do keeps away mosquitoes from certain areas and helps certain people. You can find out why you wake up to get out there every day and do what you do. A soldier, he knows why he's going to work. He has a duty to perform because in a lot of ways he protects us. And he doesn't have to know each one of us, but he knows friends from school. He knows friends he trained with. He knows people he just met. And therefore, he's doing it for them. A police officer to protect and serve. And it doesn't matter who they're protecting and serving. They're protecting and serving everybody. So there's a why. There's a why you get up and do it. Even if you're collecting garbage, if you don't collect garbage, if the garbage collector misses 1 week, your street would be in a mess. So there's a strong why that they pass every day. And once that why resonates with you, then now you seek to get better at what you do. You may start off wanting to find a better way to get out the van, collect that garbage, put it in. And that why can lead you into finding a better way that garbage is collected. And then that why leads you to inventing something to collect garbage and make it even better. When Madam C.J. Walker in the past made the straightening comb, it was the why black women needed to get their hair straightened for better. So she invented something to help people like herself get their hair done easier, and hence the straightening comb. The why is going to drive you every single day. And since it only drives you to get better, and I'm using that word only in inverted commas, because every day you can get better. When you invent the straightening comb, you put it on a stove, but then it gets an electric straightening comb. So there's always a way to do what you're doing better, to innovate what you meet happening, and keep getting better at it. You may start off in the Defense Force. This is a good example. You go to the Defense Force PTI course, and your desire to help others, you pass this course, and now you realize you can help primary school students